Autumn is upon us. This is Lawrence, KL7L, up in Palmer, Autumnal, Alaska. And yes, it's gone all seasonal on us. Update on the Spiderbeam. It survived the first major windstorm, and what have we done? Well, it's still got, I don't know if you can see right at the top there. Yeah, maybe. Right at the top, there's 5 wires sloping down like an umbrella. Not the guy ropes, but off the top there, right at the top, and that's the top loading for the vertical, which comes down to here. So an update, we've finished it. We have, in the sunshine, put the 1-inch copper bar into the tuning unit and strapped it all down, and we have the bar now for the external radials, and then a bar that's connected to the fencing wire. The fencing wire and the radials have really just about disappeared. I can't see them at all unless you're really here. Yeah. Other changes to the coupling unit, and of course there's a helicopter about to take off now. We have a vacuum relay which is between the antenna system and the coupler, and this is controlled under software, 12 volts from the shack. And what happens is when we go to transmit, it connects the antenna. It's not connected, so the antenna is open circuit on receive, and this stops any noise that this antenna creates being received or interfered with by the other receiving antennas. There's like mutual coupling between them, so we can isolate the antenna on receive if we want to. We can. It's optional. We can use this as a receive and transmit antenna, although it's pretty noisy. Or we can isolate it, which is probably the better thing to do, and use the other antennas. The other thing you can see here is a very colourful stacked three toroids stacked amongst on top of each other. I think there's 77 material, 240 size, and we have 10 turns primary, and anything between, I think it's 5 and 12 on the secondary, and we can select the tap-ins to match the impedance of the antenna as it changes in the season. So a big ceramic switch, and we can just tap up and down the impedance as it changes, and that's bonded to the system here. We were tapping on the coil from earth before, we're coming in here with coax, these little taps here, but that becomes a bit more difficult when it gets really cold weather, because it gets all fiddly, and trying to get your fingers in there, and when it's sort of 20 below can be quite difficult. So I prefer this solution, which is a much easier auto transformer, if you like. And it's fine. The tuning works good. The variometer driven from the radio room it works great. Everything's powered. We're 200 feet cable length away, and we're using this Walmart 3-core 110 volt. I think it's 14 gauge. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 14 gauge, and that brings 12 volts for the relays, and also for the relay for that, and that's about 145 milliamps, I think. And also the separate 12 volt switched DC to drive the chain, which drives the variometer backwards and forwards. Nice and stable. VSWR with this setup is virtually 1-to-1. It's 1.07 to 1. No more arcing that we can see, and even with the wind blowing around, it's been pretty good. It's actually got down to ZL, on WSPR on 475 kilohertz. We do have some solar activity at the moment, and that will reduce the range. So all in all, everything looks really good. We're very happy. We've raised the tuning unit above what I anticipate the snow level to be. Probably be about this high in midwinter. We get scouring from the northeast here, and we'll get some snow blow up across the low pressure area here. But we've already got snow on the mountains, as you can see over there. Yeah, snow over there. So autumnal, and it's working great. We'll see how the Spiderbeam stays in the winter. The tuning is improving. We are reducing the losses as the trees go away. Have I screwed something up? Probably have. I have. I don't know. Anyway, we shouldn't use this iPhone for this. 7.3s from an Autumnal Alaska KL7L.